curious researchers will pursue an exploration of geographical wonders and extraordinary elements throughout this document. There are 30 unusual facts about our planet which challenge every assumption you held before about our home planet. These geographical anomalies include boundaries which meander inside residences and rivers that travel opposite their natural direction. Why should you care? And maps only represent the surface because geography tells us the stories which exist behind them. This field deals with the peculiar elements of human history together with natural forces, while showing how impossible conjunctions drive world development. The video appeals to anyone who appreciates trivia knowledge and loves exploring both facts and strange phenomena on the planet. You should prepare your mind for a significant mental transformation because the insights are coming. You will finish this with 25 fresh viewpoint transformations about how unusual the world really is when you examine maps. Let's dive in. Fact 1. The country inside a city. Inside a country. Rome contains a country inside its borders which exists within the Italian city framework. Inside the heart of Rome exists Vatican City, which stands as one of the world's tiniest sovereign nations. Vatican City has a total area of 0.44 square kilometers, which makes it smaller than typical shopping malls. The Swiss Guard protects this nation as its standing army, while the Vatican maintains a postal service together with local currency. A geographical anomaly exists as part of this strange arrangement. Fact 2. The island that vanishes and reappears. Sandy Island persisted as a mapped island in the Indian Ocean for more than 100 years despite its non-existence. The only problem? It doesn't exist. Scientists who traveled to its supposed location during 2012 discovered there was only open water in that area. Scientists keep debating whether the Phantom Island resulted from mapping blunders and sea pumice rafts, yet they all agree the island remains unidentified. Fact 3. The river that flows backward. Citizens of Chicago experience a unique exceptional case in river currents because their river functions as a backward-moving waterway. Engineers implemented a hydraulic design during the 19th century to reroute the river backward because Lake Michigan served as the drinking water supply for the city. The human-made wonder exists today as an unusual phenomenon in geography. Fact 4. The desert that blooms. In Chile's Atacama Desert, which belongs to the Earth's most arid zones, nature creates vast ocean-like flower fields occasionally after heavy rainfall. The desert turns into a flower wonderland when heavy rain occurs once in a while in this area, which people call Desierto Florido. Despite its depleted appearance, barren lands possess incredible power to become visually stunning with new plant life. Fact 5. The lake on top of a lake. The Philippine lake of Taal Lake features the volcanic island, known as Volcano Island, located within its boundaries. The Philippine island holds two lakes, with Crater Lake being within the tiny island of Vulcan Point. The phenomenon forms a nest of geographic features inside each other like a Russian nesting doll. Fact 6. The border that runs through a house. The border between Belgium and the Netherlands exists in such a way that it slices through buildings in Barla, including residential dwellings and restaurants as well as supermarkets. Residents of specific buildings can move between countries as they walk from one room to another because their home has dual address status. Living as a resident of this place represents an absolutely distinct arrangement. Fact 7. The country with no rivers. Saudi Arabia establishes the record for being the globe's biggest landmass that exists without any rivers. The massive dimensions of this country do not provide sufficient water supply. Thus, it depends heavily on desalination plants and underground aquifers for its water needs. Such conditions reveal how regional location drives the distribution of precious assets in a nation. Fact 8. The island shared by 3 countries. Borneo exists as the single island that divides its territory between Indonesia together with Malaysia and Brunei. The multicultural tapestry of Borneo originates from different governance systems and cultural backgrounds that exist throughout the countries that share this land. Fact 9. The town. That's in two time zones. The Canadian town of Lloydminster divides itself between two time zones as it exists along the border between Alberta and Saskatchewan. The people who live on one town side find themselves ahead by an hour when compared to those who reside on the other. The process of arranging meetings becomes extremely perplexing for everyone involved. Fact 10. The glacier that's growing. Although climate change triggers glacier melt all over the world, the Hubbard Glacier in Alaska experiences continued expansion. A unique climatic environment permits this glacier, among the few such ice masses across the globe, to expand instead of retreating. Fact 11. The country with over 17,000 islands. Indonesia stands as the largest collection of islands across the world through its network of more than 17,000 islands. The 6,000 inhabited islands are just a fraction of the total 17,000 islands located in Indonesia that remain adventures. Fact 12. The river that disappears. The Rio Grande, which is also known as Rio Bravo, loses all its water in Mexican territory. When dry seasons arrive, the river water evaporates and sinks into the ground, causing the river to disappear and leave a dried-out bed. Nature shows us its delicate ecosystem through this situation. Fact 13. The city built on two continents. Christmas keeps arriving twice a day in Istanbul since the Turkish city bridges both Europe and Asia together. The Bosphorus Strait separates Istanbul into two parts while presenting beautiful waterfront views together with a distinctive cultural medley. Fact 14. The country with no coastline but a navy. Although Bolivia exists inside its borders without access to the sea, the nation operates its own navy. Chile controls the Pacific Ocean access that Bolivia used to maintain during the 19th century. The Bolivian Navy functions on the water of Lake Titicaca. Fact 15. The island that's a country and a continent. Australia represents the world's unique geography since it stands as both a country and a continent. The national geographic uniqueness of this place transforms it into its own individual classification beyond traditional bounds. Fact 16. The border. That's a straight line for thousands of miles. The USA-Canada border ranks as the largest straight-line international frontier that extends across 5,500 miles. Up-to-date mapping techniques demonstrate their precision through this phenomenon. Fact 17. The lake that's also a volcano. A vast supervolcano substance known as Lake Toba exists within Indonesia. Lake Toba exemplifies Earth's restless nature through its position as a vast volcanic reservoir which spreads across the Earth. Fact 18. The country with the most time zones. France holds the position as the nation with the highest number of time zones through its overseas territories, which amount to 12. French overseas territories create a continuous chain of time zones across the Caribbean into the South Pacific region, so that the sun shines throughout the French Empire. Fact 19. The desert with snow. The town of Ain Sefra within the Sahara Desert experiences snow occurrences that astonish people about this scorching desert area in Algeria. The burn zone of Earth presents an exceptional yet unbelievable scene of snowfall. Fact 20. The river. That's also a border. The Amazon River stands as the largest watercourse globally and functions as the natural dividing line between multiple South American nations during its course. This vital connection provides support to numerous millions of people and countless species worldwide. Fact 21. The island that's a wildlife sanctuary. Socotra, which lies by the coast of Yemen, contains distinctive plant and animal life that exists nowhere else on Earth. The Indian Ocean island fascinates researchers because 33% of the flora found there exists only on Socotra. Scientists thus call this rare collection of plants the Indian Ocean Galapagos. Fact 22. The country with the most lakes. The country of Canada maintains a record for having more lakes than all other nations combined, which exceeds 2 million lakes throughout its territory. That's a lot of fresh water. Fact 23. The mountain that's taller than Everest. At present, Mauna Kea in Hawaii stands as the world's tallest mountain because it extends higher than Mount Everest, whether measured from seafloor height to peak elevation. The undersea portion of Mauna Kea extends further than Everest, measures when measured from its oceanic base. Fact 24. The city below sea level. The entire city of Amsterdam, Netherlands exists under the sea level elevation. The city remains dry because an advanced system of pumps and dikes serves as an outstanding engineering achievement. Fact 25. The country with no natural lakes. Natural lakes do not exist in Saudi Arabia since this country lacks rivers along with lake formations. All water reserves in this area are constructed features which demonstrate the obstacles that come from surviving in an arid climate. The list contains 25 inexplicable yet factual geography details which you can verify. Geographic anomalies throughout the world can be found in forms of disappearing islands and rivers that resist conventional flow which continuously stimulate our fascination. Studies of the planet reveal its diverse nature as well as its complexity and its inherently strange features. Maps represent only one aspect of geography because the discipline brings to life the entire collection of stories they represent. After enjoying today's tour of unusual global geographic phenomena, make sure to press the like button and spread this video to friends, because subscribing will bring you more content that will stimulate your ideas. Leave your choice in the comment section for the fact that amazed you most so we can read your perspective. Thank you for now, but continue to explore while questioning and being full of curiosity. Many extraordinary, wondrous discoveries exist ready to be found throughout the world. Territory indeed will always fascinate us, so watch out for our upcoming video. Thank you.